What's up traders, the FFX Hunter here with weekly Forex forecast for the 8th August 2020. So let's go to the charts and we will start with the Euro JPY. So this is the trades which we have the running, so I will go just very quickly through them. So what do we have here is a break of the long-term channel and the continuation up. So what I'm gonna expect now, the price is to continue in this new channel which is created in here to higher. So what you can do right now if you don't have this trade is wait for the break of this trend line where the retail traders will be entering, and then continuation up after they will be faked out in here. So you need to see how they will be trapped here, probably as well. What the price action you want to see is something like this, not any sharp move, right? So if the sharp move happen, then you will be waiting with the buy stop, right? Very easy. Then why do I expect this as well is if you look to the euro positions, the banks are adding the longs very heavily. They are right now 180k net positions, and if we see as well the commercials, which are the hedgers, they hedging it a lot, so they're expecting the euro might to be stronger, so they want to hedge the very cheap price of it. That's why they're adding the positions to the short. On the other side, the Japanese yen, we can see some reducement in the longs positions, and right now we will probably be dropping from this 72. Here is some pattern which is repeating always when the banks have around the 61k and 70%, which was here as well. They start to drop the longs. Well, of course, it's not. It doesn't mean that this pattern has to repeat again. However, it's good to have it on the mind. So in this case, is definitely the euro the driver for this market to go up, right? So sorry, what is this? I don't want that. So for the price to go up, right? Of course it can happen, as I said, with some corrections first. So next one is the Aussie JPY. We are long on this trade, and here is why. So we have the long-term channel. You can see my trading view analysis or in my Telegram channel, which is this channel, and it's just a middle band. Let me bring this. So we will look at this in here. Here was a big buying opportunity when they reached this channel. Of course, in that time, I must say that I didn't see that. However, now it's everything becoming more clear, and I'm still seeing the more upside, even if this breaks even more higher, right? So let's check the positions. We can see what we can see on the Aussie JPY. So we are seeing that the Aussie has flipped into the positive side, right? So we are not negative anymore, but it's on the positive. Of course, it's not going straight away, but it needs more time to accumulate. And JPY, we spoke about it already, right? So we can see the JPY can be the weakening right now. As well, what I like here on this pair is this market situation, what is going on here. So we can see here is this touches on this level, right? And right now the market maker is giving like a opportunity to short. So the retail traders probably, of course I'm retail trader as well, but I'm speaking about it like in the global terms. So retail traders probably shorting here with this illusion of the support, right? And that's what the market makers always need to do. They let them go to the short. So if they short, they can the market makers can buy, and then they can make this, right? So they actually building the liquidity below here and waiting for the breakout. So we are already in this trade, and if it retraces lower, we have already actually moved our stop loss to the break even. If it and it's dropping right now, I don't think the drop will be much bigger, but if we will be taken out on this break even, I will definitely will be looking to enter again. This one is Aussie Kiwi. This is a beautiful trade, and as well we have the journey to the upper band of this long-term channel, and here is what's happening. So this is very important what happened down here. We had this stop loss zone, and what basically happened here, because here was the trend line, so the traders were trading this break of the trend line and as well break of this low. So when that happened, of course the market makers use this liquidity of the shorters, those who shorted the trend line and the break, so as one side short, the other side can buy. That's why we have quite strong momentum right now here, and we can see any accumulations like this, and the break is a continuation up. So right now we had this accumulation again. Price is breaking above, and I'm expecting to take it up into our target and this middle band of this channel. So you still have a chance to enter here with the nice stop loss below, and still there is a possibility to take this trade. Next one is Euro JPY. This one is making me well, it's of course it's taking a time, so it doesn't make me anything. Basically trying to be emotionless. So what happened here? We can see that the price has dropped on the bottom of this channel, right? And it's defined in here. As well, we can see here is a break, false break of this channel. Well, so the traders actually trading these. What they trading? They trading a break of this trend line and some retracement and break of this low. So a lot of reasons to sell, and I think these sellers are trapped here. Right now, let's check the COT data. Right, so they are very good for the euro and the pound as well. But here is one thing. So we already spoke about the euro. We can see that they are very bullish, right? The pound, what happened? Added longs, reduced shorts, becoming even more bullish with minus 14k, of the contracts, which is still negative. But look at the trend; it's actually growing, right? So you must understand this as well. And what's actually happening here? So we saw that in the last week the banks has added they have added 23k to the positive. They closed shorts, they added longs, and it happened in the last week. So look what it happened. It happened in the, let me hide these drawings. Boom. So it happened in the last week. So where was it? It was in the wait a second. All right, so it was in here, basically in here, right? So they've been adding the positions in here. Right now we have that they dropped the price below this zone into this POC level. So basically they are right now accumulating. I don't think that they added these longs in here, these longs, these positions which they've been adding for this past time. I don't think that they added here, and they report them actually in the Friday. They did not have time to close them, because where would they close them? I mean, if you are adding the longs positions in here, you don't want to close them here. You want to close them in here, right? So that's why I think the price will break up again, and we will see that if that's happened or not. So, well, look. They've been adding the positions, and they preparing this stop loss zone by making it interesting as a resistance. So once they get their longs positions here, they will be able to sell it to the other side. So right now what I'm actually waiting is to what's gonna happen on this edge, and confluences and the things what I have analyzed give me the clue that I think we will break up. Let's see. Next one is Kiwi JPY. This one I have made kind of the mistake because I should be more patient and I should wait with the buy limit which we had in here. So I actually entered the breakout because I thought we will go up. However, I still think this can happen because why? Because retail traders traded this break of this trend line. They of course will be my trading this break, right? They actually did it already here, so this for me still looks like a accumulation which can break up, because we have seen that the banks dropped the longs on the JPY. And if you look to the Kiwi unfortunately doesn't look so strong. We can see that the banks are kind of reducing the position. So we can see here on the Kiwi, they're actually reducing their longs positions. They added some shorts, so we might see some correction. Let's see how this channel and this zone will play out, right? So I'm still expecting this up move, because if we go to weekly, we can see this. So we have actually been moving in this channel, right? Here was the overshooted, and here is the top. And I'm thinking we might see this move higher, right? As well, we are trading above this very important level, so I think it's very possible that it's gonna happen. As well, the price action is very similar like on the Aussie JPY. So we are seeing that here is the reasons of this resistance, which is given by the market makers for the traders to sell, right? And boom, that's what I'm expecting to happen. All right, so let's go to the next chart, and it's gonna be, this is the CAD JPY, very similar. I did actually the very detailed analysis on my trading view and in my Telegram channel, where I was speculating that here is this trend line and here will be the stop loss zone, and I was expecting this to happen, right? So it actually happened, and right now the market makers, they have loaded their guns by these stop loss cluster. So right now, most likely the price could retest here again and go higher, right? I'm already in the trade. It's couple like 40 pips low, and I will be waiting for that what's gonna happen. And here is the middle band of the long-term channel. So let's see. If I will be stopped out, I of course will go one more time in this trade, because I have big probability of this to happening. Next one is Pound Aussie, and this is the trade I'm planning to trade this week. So what's happening in here? Let's go to weekly to understand the complete big picture, right? So we have this channel, you can see it in here, of course. Here is the bottoms, right? Here is the tops, here was overshooted, and right now we are on this bottom of this channel and this blue important level, right? And it bounced from here. So let's go to our time frame to see what's actually happening. So we can see that the price has bounced in here in this blue level, and since then what's happening? So we go up, we break through this trend line, we make the retracement, we move higher, we go lower, boom boom boom, and now I will make it I will have to explain what is my thoughts and what is my expectations here more briefly. So basically, we know that the banks has added quite some significant longs into the pound, and we know they reduced their shorts. We as well know that the Aussie is kind of even if it's getting the bullish, but the bullishness is not so strong. So we are seeing that it's like kind of like ranging right now. It's still moving a little bit up, a little bit lower, right? And what's happening on the pound is let's bring them here both to compare. So we are seeing on the pound that there is a quite big intention into the bring it to the positive side, right? So actually, let's explain it like this: the Aussie already has made its move. The pound even though if you look to the charts, the pound doesn't look has moved, it's moved, but we still not seeing it here. That's gonna be much bigger move on the pound, right? So let's go to the Aussie. So we are expecting the pound to be stronger, right? So what must happen right now to bring the price up? Basically, we can see that the price has moved up, then retraced, right, and it's moving. So here the traders was entering because they was expecting the price to continue up like this, right? So what you do if you enter here, you of course put the stop loss down here, right, below this like this high. So then they drop the price lower, right? Those who had the luck still have the stop loss here, and here the new traders who spotted this support entering the longs again. So even the more stop losses are appearing at here, and it's actually the this I didn't want this one, I wanted this one. So it's actually as well the bottom of this channel. You cannot see this channel yet because you have just 1, 2, 3, and this is the power of the channels, because if this channel is not so obvious, of course if it breaks, if it's bounce here, then you can draw, then everyone will draw this channel, right, and they will be expecting this drop here again. But here it's not gonna be so easy now when not everyone's seeing this. And here is this stop loss zone, here is as well this level and everything, and we have the COT and all of these informations. Once they break it lower, what's gonna happen? So those who bought here, they will have to sell because their stop loss will be hit. As well, we have the sellers who was trading this break of this trend line, they enter it, right, then the retest of the level, right, then the breakout of this level. So here will be a lot of reasons why the retail sellers will be selling in here. So when they sell, the big boys can buy, and I think here we're gonna expect sharp move up. So that's what I'm waiting on the GBP Aussie. Let's go to the next one. Is the USD franc. Here I'm quite surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised anymore because the dollar the US has reported the drop in the GDP growth by the 30%. So what I'm thinking right now is going to happen. The dollar is dying, and I'm not trading any bounces or whatever. I'm simply not buying dollar at all. So what probably happened in here? I actually wanted to trade the bounce of this channel in here. Let me bring it to the weekly, because in the past, I mean the last week, I had this channel drawn like this, right? Which actually kind of make like a sense, because you know, you have this bottom of the channel and you think you might see this correction. Well, if we check the dollar index, there could be some intention to make a correction, because we are on quite important level. You can see how on this level the price was you know, making the decision if we will be trading above or below. But right now but right now what's actually happening is that let me hide this COT. So we are actually trading in this channel, and I think most likely we're gonna see a touch of this channel, or even touch of this demand zone, and it actually can be very easily that the price will drop there. So what can of course happen? Of course, if we go, anything can happen, right? But if we go back into this daily, you can see how this dollar, he doesn't want to break so easily, right? So maybe we will see some correction, slight, like into this level, and then from there could be bounced down. But let's go back to the USD franc, and I will explain you why I don't think anything like this correction will happen right now. I actually didn't see that last week, but right now it's more clear for me. So we are looking at this USD franc, and I'm thinking we're gonna reach this bottom of this channel, and as well we have this channel here. So what can basically probably happen is something like this, right? And the drop down into this confluences of this level, right? So, but why I think we will not see too much correction is this reason. So let me bring, let me clear and bring this, and I will put it to the 12 hours and check this. Check this. So this indicator is showing when the COT data was released, right? So these two is this COT, right? And we have this period. We have this period, and what happened in this period actually? Let's go to here, and let's bring the Swiss franc, which is here. Look what's happened actually. Actually, the banks are adding the longs positions to the Swiss franc, right? Or if you look at it on the other side, on the USD franc, so they are adding the shorts positions on the USD franc. It's becoming very bearish. It's quite a big change, right? So it's becoming bearish, but it important is now to look where they added. So we can see they added the positions in this period, right? So they added the shorts in, they reported, let me explain. So we can see they had 17k shorts, and they added more than 4k shorts, right? So if one report is here and second report is here, so they took the price down, and do you think they added the shorts here and then they reported them here? I don't think so. Look at this candle, look at this one, they added the shorts here. So what I'm thinking right now is happening when someone adding the shorts here on the top and then making this retracement. I think they will not go much higher above this level because they've been trading here a lot. So what I'm expecting more is now maybe some consolidation, you know, as well as usually. Friday close, so maybe the Monday they can take it lower than higher, so the traders will be buying, so it's opposite, and then they can continue down sharply because they are already on the profit run on this USD pairs, and I don't think it will go much higher. So so I think this level can protect our positions if we will be going the short. So I'm looking on the USD franc, continue downtrend to the 0.88, something like this, very easily, because the banks are in this position like this, and the price action says so as well. So here is the USD JPY, and here is what I am actually expecting. Of course, we have seen that the JPY, here is some channels, right? Let me, so we have this long-term channels, right? That's why I'm expecting the price to come down here into this level. Here is the middle band of this channel, which was broken down, is being retested right now, and I think we will might see something here and then drop lower, right? The drop will not be so fast, but it's gonna happen. Why? Let me bring this USD JPY, and as said, we can see the drop in the longs positions of the, let me clear this. So we can see the drop in the shorts on the USD JPY, and we can see some longs were added, right? However, look what it's doing with the net position exposure, 72% to the short side, and the net positions are growing. So the USD JPY, for me, it's very bearish, and I will be looking trade it it as a short. Now you might thinking why I'm going to trade USD JPY as a short while I am long on the Euro JPY, Aussie JPY. You might think it should be same when I'm buying the JPY, etc, etc. Actually, it's not same, and this might be because of this corona situation this year. The dollar is very weak and it's kind of different. So the JPY is weaker against the Aussie, Kiwi, Euro, Pound, CAT, but it's stronger than dollar, right? So that's why I'm bearish on this one, even much lower. But I, of course, I'm not gonna do target like this, the big one like this, because it will take some time. This is my reachable target, then some correction, and boom, 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 down again. So next one is USD CAT, and here very similar, like USD franc. So what we have here, we have this broken long term. I will bring it up from the weekly, right? So here is the weekly, and why I'm thinking we are heading into this blue level. Look at this, how important is this level, right? So here is the opening in the 93, then boom, you can see price came back here, boom. So it's like a mirror level, like it's like a half of the chart, right? So every time we bounce, break, retrace, you know. And right now we've been bouncing, we move it up into the highs, up into the big highs, and then I think we are heading into this blue level. And you know, the dollar is fucked, so it can even go like this down here. Now everything can change in this year. So anyway, let's go to the lower time frame, and let's see what we have here. So we all agree that we break through this channel, right? And it's being retested right now. And here is a new channel in which we are moving right now. And look at this nice confluence of this channel and this blue level. Here is, I think we are heading, and it's more than plus 300 pips. Now let's go look and try to examine exactly what's happening with the positions. Let's go to the USD CAT. So here is the CAT, and we can see that basically the banks has reduced their shorts positions on the USD CAT, and they are reducing their longs positions. However, if you look to the long-term perspective, let's see this. So we've been on the 50k longs, now we drop to the 43. The shorts still slightly, you know, not much, but it start to looks like you know, here the COT actually it's not saying too much. I mean, we must understand right now the price action, and let's check this one. COT in the long term, it's kind of like we can see the reducement in the longs. That's nothing, but they're not shorting properly yet. So what basically can now I understand actually. So we can see they dropping the longs positions, but they're not shorting the yet. So it can be same case as the move on the Aussie. It was actually moving up just on the closing the shorts. So we can see they closing shorts, closing longs, sorry, and shorts on the CAT contract. And now look at this. So in this period last week, what happened in this period? What was very important, we can see that on the USD CAT they closed 7k longs. They closed 7k longs here. Here was a lot of longs closed here to make this break up. So if you what would you do? If you want to bounce this channel, but I was actually thinking we might see the bounce here. If you want to bounce this long-term channel, would you close the longs positions in here? Of course you would not. So when they're doing this, closing here, maybe the short's not seen yet. So probably they drop it down. Now they're retracing in this level. They getting rid of the longs. And now on the retracement they can add the shorts and continue down. So it's very possible this will continue down. So I'm bearish on this one. Very bearish. Alright, next one is the Kiwi. Yes, Kiwi, I'm waiting because we have this this situation. So we have again this you know, stop loss zones, but we didn't reach it yet, and now here is this channel, and now we are above this equilibrium. So probably traders currently trading the break of this trend line, they entering. So I will be waiting the price to drop a bit lower, and then I will be looking for the longs. Yes, so I want to see something like this, you know, this small accumulation, then you know, then traders will be buying this low when it makes a false break retracement. So that's what I will be looking for on this one. Currently not yet, I'm waiting. This is the franc yen. I'm thinking this one can break up as well, because we have seen already COT data for the franc and for the yen, and we are trading above this long-term channel. Here is the short-term channel. Of course it can be broken as well, right? So right, I will be waiting as well the price section here, and then this long-term level. And I think that's all for me. Yes, this is the Aussie as well. Still can reach this long-term channel, right? So what would be perfect price action to enter this break of the trend line here, the stop loss zone, right? So another break, and if we will get something like this, then very possibly here, and from here maybe some bigger correction, I don't know. However, I'm still waiting for the long here. And this is the pound cat, very similar situation as on the pound Aussie, right? So we have the break, we have the level, we waiting for this another break lower, right? And then we want to go long. And this is it from me, my friends. I wish you happy trading and have a great start to the new trading week. Follow me on my Telegram, where I'm doing the updates and the trading view, where everywhere you can see the 4 updates daily. Bye bye.